Hello, Happy New Year. I am doing my 2024 book sales. So I'm just going to go right in and show you the sales for my poetry book, my debut novel, and then other things that I have for sale, such as my notebooks. All right. So this is a Google Sheets. I said it in my last book sales wrap of the year video, but I got this template from another author. I don't remember which author though. And then I edited it for tracking my own sales and just my own ways, because like if you see how it says other and like transfer savings, interest income, dividends, I don't do that part. I basically just focus on the sales, and at the bottom it has income, 24 taxes, expenses breakdown, and then expenses. And so I focus on the expenses, the income, so how much I made from the sales, and then the sales itself just to see the numbers of sales I've had. So starting with January, I made no sales in January of 2024. In February, I made a KDP paperback sale, and this was my poetry book. I want to let you know that before September, everything was either my poetry book or a victory that I'm going to tell you early, my notebook. My debut novel, I released it in September, and so therefore it was not out yet until September. So March, I had no sales. And if you see how it says like a dollar sign, sorry about that. I don't know how to get rid of it. So over here, it doesn't have the dollar sign, but over here it does. But this is not money. This is just numbers of how many sales I had. I'm not showing you the income part. I'm just showing you the sales part. So 2 sales in February, my poetry book as a paperback. No sales in March, and then in April I had 1 paperback sale, which was my poetry book. In May, also another sale from Amazon of my poetry book. June and July, I did not have any sales. And then we get to August, and I had, fun fact, the Amazon paperback order is not of my poetry book, but of my notebook. I have a star notebook, and I was, for the first time, doing a back to school promotion through video. So I was posting on Instagram, I was posting on YouTube, like back to school about my notebook, and someone bought one of my notebooks from that. And I was very excited and thankful, because it showed that needs to be something I do more in the future, but I have to start earlier, because I did that last minute in August, and I should start in July, or at least have the videos ready by July so I could post maybe twice a week in August. And maybe I would have got more sales. But I am thankful for that 1 sale. And then where you see Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, Cash Slash, all those. So this was, I got 3 pre-orders, and that was through PayPal. I used Jotform, and I got 3 pre-orders for my debut novel, Home Sweet Home. And so I was very thankful to get pre-orders at all. That excited me and just made me feel thankful. And that, okay, I can do pre-orders. I struggled with learning pre-orders, but it shows the hope that I can get pre-orders, and I can have a process in place to receive pre-orders before my book comes out. And so then my release in September 23rd, 2024. I got 5 sales from family and friends directly from my website. And then I got 9 sales from Amazon that could also be family and friends, but also maybe people I don't know that are in my community and that are supporting me through, who may have found my book through Instagram or through YouTube, and I'm very thankful. In October, I got 3 paperback sales. And this, I believe, I make notes. So that black triangle you see are notes. Let me find the mouse. I believe it was all for Home Sweet Home. So that was all for Home Sweet Home. And then you see at the bottom, 1 sale. That was draft to digital, and that's an ebook. So that was a draft to digital ebook. And then if we go to November, you see 2 sales. That was from Ingram Spark, and that was paperback. Those were paperbacks. I believe, yeah, I don't have ebooks through Ingram Spark. I just have paperback. And then I only have ebooks through draft to digital. So you should know that. And then December, I got 2 ebook sales from Amazon, and they both are of Home Sweet Home. And that was just a surprise because I'm so grateful that people are reading the ebook version of Home Sweet Home. And I'm just grateful that it's a more affordable price. And that people are checking it out. It was just very interesting that it was 2 sales, both ebooks that month. So that's interesting. And then where it says the Venmo / Cash App / PayPal / Cash, I got 2 book sales. So I got one of my poetry book and one of my debut novel, Home Sweet Home. So Stay at Home Calls for Poetry and Home Sweet Home were sold together in a package because I had a coworker buy my books. And so I'm so thankful for that. And so that's those 2 sales. And so in total, that equals 32 sales for the month of 2024. I know this weird number here says like 875. I could not figure out how to do like the sum, but it adds correctly. Even though that number is not correct, it adds correctly. So it is true that I got 32 sales for the month, or for the year of 2024. And that's cool. All right, hi, I'm back again. So that's cool to see because, oh yes, let me show you previous years to compare. So one more second. So this was for 2024. If we go to 2023, you will see I made 12 book sales for the year of 2023. And then if we go to 2022, you will see I made 27 sales for 2022. And this, if you could see, is the whole 6 months prior to July. I had no books out. I was not selling anything. And so I made 27 sales from the release of my poetry book, Stay at Home Calls for Poetry, all the way to the end of December. And I had a sale every month. And then we get to 2024 and I got 32 sales and not a sale every month. So, reflections. So I'm realizing because I got a sale every month in 2022, it kind of made my mind eager and want to have a sale every month, even if it's just one sale. Because I did have one sale for November and December at the end of 2022, but at least that was a sale. And so it made me just want that. And I did not receive that in 2023, and I also did not receive it in 2024. And it just took me a while to process that because I had that like bias from 2022, having that 6 months after the release and every month at least had a sale. But I have to remind myself that wasn't the whole year. That was 6 months out of the whole year. And so even though I did release in July, it still is about like how I market, how I am getting the word out there and promoting and sharing my books. So it's just been a learning curve, but I think it's I can't say it's less pressure because I still do want a sale every month, but it's me just figuring out how. And so I'm figuring out how through how I market. Like I said, over the summer, even though it was late, it was in August, I at least I started to figure out how to market my notebook. And so therefore I got a sale. And I would love to share more about my notebook. And I have it in my mind of different ways I can share, like what I use my Star notebook for, because I may not use it in a way that people might think of when they first see that notebook. but I haven't made the video yet. And so I need to just do that. I need to stop hesitating or stop waiting and just do it. So that's something I'm working on. Other marketing things I'm liking is just sharing about my books, just like having fun and creative ways, just showing like flipping through the pages and sharing information or sharing point of views. That's helpful, that's intriguing, and I need to do it more. As well as work on learning ads. I did a YouTube ad once. It was in 2022, so I guess it was maybe towards the end of the year when I first published Stay-at-Home Calls for Poetry. And so I did not do any ads, no YouTube ads in 2023. Or maybe it was, no, yeah, I think that's correct. And then in 2024, I also did no ads, but I was like, it was like itching away at me, like wanting me to, but I did not have the money to even try. But this January, I am trying another YouTube ad, so I'm going to see how that goes for sales. And I'm going to work on that just throughout the whole year of 2025 to focus on ads just a little bit more, to save more money to the side, to like put it to ads. But like, I know people talk about Facebook ads. I'm not learning Facebook ads currently at the moment. I'm just going to do YouTube because that was easy for me, and Instagram because that was easy for me. I did do Instagram once. I don't even remember what video was for. I was just testing out. I think also they gave like a free, I could be wrong, but I think like the time I tried it, it was like free cash. Like they gave me like a free $5 to try it. And so I did, but that might have been like, that might have also been in 2022, maybe even 2021. I do not know. But it was cool to try, but I haven't done it since then. So I want to try that again, maybe. To just do more research about ads that I'm comfortable with and that comes a little easier for me. So I want to work on that for this year. What else do I want to say about, I'm just reflecting. Oh, yes. So I am happy to see that not only did I get more than how much I got in 2023, so 32 this year, or not this year because we're in 2025. So 32 book sales in 2024 versus 12 in 2023. So that is a good 20 books more. So yay. And then even in 2022, 27 book sales, 2024, 32. So that is five more books sold. And I like to see some growth. So that's exciting. Not only is it with 2 books out, I'm seeing growth, but also with my notebook, I'm seeing some growth. And so I just want more. I have a poetry calendar out. I'd love to see some income from that. I have another notebook. This one's a spiral notebook. So my star notebook is more like a composition, but my spiral notebook is like a handy dandy for notes, for something to just flip through, like a to-do list or something. And I need to sell that better because it's only through lulu.com. And I feel like it is harder to sell through lulu.com, but I loved the idea of having a spiral notebook. And I have it and I like it. And so I just want people to have it more. And I use an incentive of like having a short story that you get, not in the back of the book, but if you follow the link, because there's a only personal link for you because you purchased my notebook, you get this free. It's not even just it is a short story, but it's also in second point of view. And second point of view is where it's like you follow this character, you are doing this thing, and then you trip, and then you, and so it's from that point of view. And I don't read that point of view a lot, and I feel like it's not touched a lot, the second point of view, but it's a very cool point of view. And so I like that. I explored that. The location of that short story takes place in New Zealand. So if that interests you, maybe you want to check out my notebook. Also in that spiral notebook, you get a free word search. And then when you click the link, not only are you getting the free short story, but you're getting another free word search, because word searches are fun for me. Even when I do tabling events, I like to have a word search. And that also helped me get a sale at my tabling event. If you want to check out that video, I had two people, or well, it was a lady and her husband, or I think her husband or her boyfriend. They came to the table. They did like a race of who could finish first, and they also had their friend participate of who could find all the words first. And then she ended up buying my book, so that was super nice. So yeah, I just try to add like what I like to incorporate it into my business. And so I like word searches, and I think there can even be nice for kids. And so even when I get into children's books, that'll be a nice freebie to have, because bookmarks do cost money. As much as I want to give them away for free, they're included. Like at a tabling event, my bookmarks are included. On my website, when you buy my paperback, my bookmarks are included. But if you just wanted the bookmark, you can also pay to buy only the bookmark and not the book. But to just give them away so much for free, because there is money involved to buy them, I don't want to just give them away for free. So yeah, it's cool to see my growth, but it's also me realizing how much more I have to do and how much more I have to learn and how much more of a rhythm I have to find in order to keep growing sales. So yeah, I'm excited for my career. Definitely, I hope you stay and tag along with me, or you can ask me questions that you might have about my journey so far. I do use Amazon KDP to sell my books. I use my website, and it's free because I use payhip.com. But I also realized in my 2024 book sales, I talked about what if I only use Jotform instead of PayHip. But I think Jotform has a limit of how many forms you can have. And so I don't know how confident I would be of having my website be just Jotform, but I feel like I've ran into other authors that do that, so it would just be me figuring it out. But I like what PayHip has to offer. Like I could have a banner at the top. It just feels like a website, and I like that. But it's just finding a way to get more readers, because I did have a December sale where my books were 55% off and 35% off. So that meant my novel was $10 and my poetry book was $5. And I didn't get a sale. And I guess that's also with me marketing, because that's still something I'm learning and growing with. But I really enjoyed having that sale, and I enjoyed making the videos or making the posts. But it's again me planning ahead, and then also reaching a wider audience to know about the sale and to like and trust me enough to go to my website to buy the book, to read it, or to check out my calendar, or to check out my notebooks. So yeah, it's about that trust and building community, and I feel like that's also what I'm trying to learn, because what did I like posting on my Instagram? 6-word short stories, 6-word stories, because that's something I find really cool and interesting. And when I learned about it, I believe in high school, it fascinated me. I was like, whoa, this is a style? Like, that's very cool. And so I want to post that more, and I tried to get back into it, I feel like in November and December, but I didn't keep up with it enough. What else did I like posting? Basically just updates of my week. Like I used to do that way back when I first started my Instagram, and now I don't do that. And I guess it's because I feel like I'm not as productive, but that's an honest process of me figuring out my routine, and I could share that. And I figured out how I want to add a little bit more to my newsletters, but now I just have to do it. I have not made my Happy New Year 2025 newsletter yet, but I will. The plan this week to have it. So if you want to sign up for my newsletter, I want it to be out this week. It is January 6th, 2025. It's a Monday. So I usually post, I don't know why it was a comfort for me, but on a Tuesday I like to send out my newsletters, but this might be a Wednesday, Thursday, and that's okay, because I'm just trying to see, I guess also, when do my, newsletter subscribers open, and what times do they usually check their emails for my newsletters, but also just figuring out the day that's comfortable for me. So Wednesday, Thursday, it might go up this week, or I might have to push it to next Tuesday. Hoping not, but maybe. So yeah, if you'd like to sign up to see what new thing I'm gonna add, but also what fun things I'm gonna share, definitely sign up for my newsletter. My website is DesireeStories.com. And yeah, I think that's all I have to share during this update. It's long. I feel like this is my longest book sales update, but it's also kind of just like a reflection of like what I can do more, because I did not make like a 2025 goals video. And I don't think I plan to, but I'm glad I remembered to do this video, because I would have forgot that I do like the year reflection on how many book sales I made. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. You can leave your questions down below, and don't forget, just write your story, and take care.